And now I invite Kristina Jones.
Good morning, friends. What a pleasure it is to be with you this morning. And thank you, Sarah, even though you're in seminary, for inviting me to share my thoughts today. At almost 80 years, yes, I share that distinction with our dear friend Dick Lesher. And as lifelong UU, I, of course, have a lot to say. I want you to know that I was a child member of the Unitarian Church in the 1940s. My dad was chief of police here, and my parents were Unitarians. There was no Unitarian Universalist. There was only the fatherhood of God, the leadership of Jesus, and the brotherhood of man, which was called the Statement of Being of the Unitarian Church in the 40s on Ferry Street. That education that I received really set my life, my parents, and the values that I hold dear. So first of all, I want you to know it's been a wild ride, this life. I've experienced a lot, like being married a few times, having children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and I've accomplished a lot. As a professional singer, I have sang nationally and internationally, with credits on the opera and symphony stages. And I started the first 501c3 rescuing girls that were being sold into prostitution in Nepal. And I did that, I've been doing that for many years. On the whole, it's today and tomorrow that currently occupies my thoughts, desires, and decisions about living. For one thing, I am very deeply appreciative of having a personal meditation practice. Note the number of that is personal meditation practice, that allows me to extend my learning into being in the moment, entailing chakra study, breath, centeredness, quietude. I've been teaching it for 34 years. It's becoming increasingly clear to me as I get older that this moment, guys, is all we got. So how is that adventure to be fulfilled? Good question. Wild, yes, it has been. And I anticipate that quality won't change a good deal. As an ex-hippie, I have lived rather fully. And precious, yes, it is. The gift of life itself is incredibly precious. So now it's up to me to find out daily what has value and is worth hauling my ancient body out of bed, drinking coffee, doing the crossword, and what do I have to look forward to? Well, for one thing, it's meditating and sharing that with you Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. classes here. For another, it's contributing to our lives on Mother Earth by being involved in music, specifically teaching voice lessons. I still work at age nearly 80. Daily, I teach voice. And working with other musicians, Sue and Ron and I have been working through Earth Action Committee here to bring ecological matters to the consciousness of our congregation, and we're extending that to other congregations in our UU world. So mostly, though, I think that it's about enjoying being alive and finding the adventure in the many changes that occur with aging and the singular, simple moments of being that make a smile, a flower, a beautiful song, our music world, our spiritual teachers, each other, our family of being worthwhile. Being alive is an adventure, and there are a lot of things that happen as you get older. For those of you under 70, here is the main positive. At this age, you really don't care about stuff that used to drive you crazy between every age, between adolescence and now. Is that true, seniors? Yeah. And isn't that good? It just kind of falls away. The negatives about loneliness, failing health, I'm a heart patient, know all of us have stuff, we call it stuff, isolationism, and so forth, can all be learned about and dealt with if we remember that the whole works is our adventure. We are unique in that. So here's to all of life. And as our hymn, I was so delighted that I wrote this for Sarah about 10 days ago, and we're about to do the hymn that I'm going to quote to you now. For all that is our life, we give our thanks and praise. And I want to leave you with my favorite quote of the last few years that was on the wall at the pool at the Y. And I just think it's the coolest thing I've heard in a long time, and you can remember it, it's short. So, the answer is love. The question is redundant. Thank you. Thanks for sharing your life with me.